Hello everyone. Today we'll learn how to run some transaction on our deployed contracts. If you had watched the previous video, we had gone through how to connect to Ropsten TestNet using Infura and MetaMask, and not MetaMask. We tried to use Truffle HD wallet creator, and we created a wallet, and we used that wallet and Infura URL to connect to the Ropsten TestNet, and we deployed our bytecode, that is our hello world.sol smart contract bytecode into the Ropsten testnet, and then we copied the contract address, right? So in today's video we'll try to run some transaction on this deployed contract. Okay, before we run some transactions on our deployed contract, we forgot to do one more thing. So we need to copy our ABI. So I'm going to comment the code from here on line 26, on line 28 onwards, the entire code. I don't want to deploy my contract again. I just need to compile my code and get my ABI. So I'm gonna console.log json.stringify ABI. Okay, now I'm going to deploy. I'm going to run the deploy script. I'm not going to deploy my contract because I already done it and I've copied my address. Only thing I forgot to do was I forgot to copy the ABI. So here is the ABI. I'm going to copy this part. I'm going to create another file called abi.txt, and I'm going to save my ABI here. Perfect. Next, I'm going to create a file called transactions.js. Here I'm going to create a variable called ABI, and I'm going to copy the abi.txt file content, and I'm going to paste here. Perfect. And next I'm going to create another variable called contract address. Now for this I'm going back to this contract address.txt file, and I'm going to copy this string and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, next we are going to replicate some part of the deploy.js file. I'm going to copy this part, const hd wallet creator and web3. I'm going back to my transactions.js, and I'm going to paste here. Perfect. So this is that the Ropsten URL which we got from the Infura website, and this is our seed phrase to our wallet. So this you can find in your MetaMask browser extension. Next we are going to copy this line, const web3, paste it into your transaction.js file, and we are going to create a function called transact. Okay, let's call it transact, and this is again going to be an async function. Okay, now I'm going to be copying some of the code. Let me copy until here, and I'm going to create a try catch block within this function in case if we hit any error while running the async operations. We'll get to know what the error was. Go to console.log the error. Perfect. Now I'm going to copy this I'm going to paste this code over here inside the try block. Now what is going on right now is we had created a web3 instance using our web3 dependency which we installed in our previous video, and we created a wallet using our seed phrase, and we connected to our Ropsten testnet, and we created a web3 instance, an interface to talk to Ropsten testnet, which is our web3 instance. And using this web3 instance, I'm getting all the accounts associated with this associated with this seed phrase, and I'm trying to print those accounts, and then trying to get the balance of the first account. So accounts is an array, so I'm trying to access the 0th index address or the account address or the public address, and I'm trying to fetch the balance of that account, and I'm printing it. I'm console logging it, and then I'm trying to create a contract using the ABI, and we need to provide another parameter, the contract address, which is this part. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this here. Perfect. To make sure if we have done everything correctly, let's run this file once. Before running the file, let me call the function, transact function, which is this function which we just created here. I'm calling that function at the bottom, and I'll say node transactions. I'm going to run this script. Let's see what I'm going to get. Okay, I got the account address, the public address, and the balance associated with this account. Let's wait for some time. Okay, so let's cancel this. I forgot to print the contract. Okay, let's console.log this contract over here, save it and run it. We got our contract object. So if we try to look at this is the ABI, which is, we had a function called get hello world. If you go to hello world.sol, you can see that it is consistent with our code. And then you have other information like the contract address and some other methods like the conversion, like how to convert from ether to way and from way back to ether. You have multiple functions here. So as I mentioned, this web3 just gives us an interface to connect to our Ropsten testnet and to interact with our contract which is deployed in that particular test network. Next, we'll try to run some transactions. We can remove this console log and we can grab this contract variable and do contract dot methods dot get hello world, which is the name of our function, get hello world. So it has no input parameters, it is blank. So I'm leaving it blank and then I'm going to say call. I'm trying to call this method and I'm going to store this in a variable. I'll call that variable a message and await. Okay, perfect. Now let me print this message. So the expected answer is hello world, right? Because we're trying to return hello world, we should see hello world when we run this script. Okay, let's do it. Node transactions, yes. So we got hello world from our contract. So this is a really basic, or I would say it's a really simple contract. You're just trying to receive a message from one of your functions which are deployed in the Ropsten testnet. So as we go further, we'll try to build much more complex contract, guys. So this is just to get a hold of Solidity and how to deploy the how to deploy the bytecode of your contract into Ethereum networks. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys want more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the like button. And if you guys have any doubts, please put down in the comments below. I'll try to answer it as much as I can. And thanks for watching.